Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Ralph. I'm with IMS 3D Printing and Engraving. Today we're going to take a look at different ways to align your image or design or whatever you want to do on a Creality Falcon Design Space. I'll be using the Creality A1 Pro, but it doesn't matter which one you're using. Um, these are just some simple ways for the newer people to try to figure out how to align. Some people have problems with the camera, so this is an alternative to it. I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get started. All right, first up, we're going to use the camera to engrave. We'll go ahead and just get into the canvas, make sure I'm connected to my printer. All right, now that we have Falcon Design Space up and I'm connected, we're going to use a piece of basswood. That's fine. Let's just grab a camera shot. And you see I have fine tuning in here already. It's been a while since I used this, so it may be off a little bit. So here's a piece of wood that's in there. We're just going to go ahead and draw a little image real fast. It's a little circle. We're going to make sure it's on line engraving, and we're just going to hit start. I already sent it home. I'm not going to frame it. We're just going to use the camera for the centering, and we'll see what happens. All right, it's already completed. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom in here. We're going to take another camera shot, and we're going to see how far off we are. And it's a couple millimeters. Now, to adjust that, if you're fine tuning, all right, so now we have our fine tuning. And just so you know, I'm using the honeycomb, and on the honeycomb, I'm using 3mm bass, and that's what puts us at 21. So if this was not set, it will move. It will just change where everything is. So you have to adjust this. Mine is right around 21mm. If you take it off the honeycomb, you'll see that it'll drop down to 3mm because that's just the wood. And I'll show you the difference on that here in a minute. So let's go back to the honeycomb. We got that circle. We're going to go ahead and delete that circle. And we're just going to put a letter in here. And we'll take that T, we'll stick it close as we can to the center here, just like that. We'll go ahead and start, and I'll show you when it's done. All right, now that it's done, I'm just going to zoom in again. We're going to go back to camera, hit photo, and you see it put it dead on. So for this, if you're doing something that's, not really a big item, center it, do a test cut or something. You'll know where it's going to be, and then go from there. But fine tuning it is the only real option because the camera is different and it's not 100%. It's always a couple of millimeters off. All right. So as I explained before about the honeycomb, so let's change this to a standard plate. We're going to leave that T right there. Actually, we're going to move that T right off to the side. So we're going to touch the side, leave it there, take a photo. And you see how far off it pushed it? Now, if even if I don't put the honeycomb in there, and we know we are set at 21 before, I go back to 21 and take that photo, puts it back there. This is why it's very important to know the height of your material. It's going to make a big difference. All right, with that said, let's move on to option number 2. A lot of people will use poster board, cardboard, scrap piece of wood. Let's say you want to go ahead and do slate tile or something like that. So you would go ahead and measure the tile. I have a piece of slate here. It's about 100 millimeters. We'll just go ahead and use that as an example. We'll come over here, take the square tool. We'll just put it right about here. We know we want it 100 millimeters, so let's just go ahead and adjust it. There we go. Now, you could be precise and, change your height plane, or you could leave it, because what we're going to do is we're just going to do it as a template. So I have a piece of scrap wood there. I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick engrave. Let me make sure this thing's home. And we're going to hit start and do a quick engrave. All right, now that that quick engrave's done, we could go ahead and go back to camera, take a picture. See the square? Once again, it's off, but we could see our line in there. So I'm just going to take this square, delete it. I'm going to go drop my tile on that square. All right, I got my tile on there. I'm just going to go ahead and take another quick photo. And you can see a little bit of a line right there, just the way the camera angles. Let's go ahead and drop an image on here and engrave it real fast. Import an image. Download. Not sure if this would fit. We'll see. Oh, yeah. We could use this. We're going to change this. So we're going to go to layers. We want fill engraving. And that's pretty much centered. We're going to change this to slate. And we'll let it go. And we'll see how it comes out. Now I'm using default settings here, and I didn't do a material test for this. I'm just going to go with the default settings and see what happens. All right, it's done. Let's go pull it off. So I went ahead and made these. I just designed a quick little riser with magnets. It holds all my material up off the honeycomb or the bottom plate to keep flare up. Uh, they come in handy. They help. Are they the best things in the world? No, but they definitely help with the bottom getting scorched from the honeycomb and stuff like that. We're going to use these on the jig, and I'll put a link below if you want to get a set or something. All right, let's get started. Okay, I went ahead and put it on there, and you can see I have the magnetic holders on there. It's raised up. So for this is I have these 4 marks on here. I'm not once again I'm not too worried about what the camera calibration says. It could be honeycomb, take a photo. It really doesn't matter for what I'm going to do. So over here, you have this little location marker. What we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to drop it right here on our X. And now what that did, it moved the laser to that point there. And what I would come over here and do is I would hit frame, hit the down arrow, and you see the laser on. I'm going to turn that on for a moment, and it's going to shine a nice little light on there to see if you're pinpointed. And I will adjust my wood and magnets so it's right there on that mark. All right, I had to move it over a little bit, and as you can see in this video, that I have that one centered. So what I would do is zoom out. I'd take one over here on this edge. We'll bring it over here. And I'll do it again and make sure that line is lined up. All right, so now that one was lined up. So now what we can do is we could use our jig, drop tags in here, and it should be centered. All right, went ahead and put a tag in there. Let's take a photo of it. See the tags right there. We're just going to throw a simple image on it real fast. That looks pretty good. We're going to change the layer. And we'll put it as black business. That's fine. All right, now that we know where this is, we have this template all maxed out here. I am going to send this home. Now that's home. I'm just going to go ahead and hit start and let it do its thing. We'll see how it comes out. All right, and this was the result of that. As you can see, it came out right where it was supposed to. All right, that was a few ways of how to use it. There's more ways to for alignment issues. But I figured these were the easier ways. So I hope you guys take this. I hope it's useful. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.